Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found the initial setup process for this new printer to be surprisingly challenging, despite the device itself performing well once operational. Unpacking the unit was the first hurdle. It's quite heavy and best handled by two people, though it arrived securely packaged. The initial configuration using the built-in touchscreen was mostly straightforward, but our reviewer noted it felt less responsive than on other models and lacked access to more advanced settings, which could only be accessed via computer. The real frustration began with the installation software. This client attempted a custom setup with a specific IP address, which caused the provided setup program to repeatedly crash. This led to a tedious cycle of uninstalling, rebooting, and retraying, ultimately consuming several hours to get the machine connected to various laptops and mobile devices. The associated mobile printing application was similarly buggy, struggling to differentiate between home and work networks. Ultimately, the solution was to bypass the flawed software as much as possible. Our reviewer performed a factory reset, completed a basic default installation, and then accessed the printer's fantastic web-based management portal through its IP address. This interface proved to be the complete opposite of the setup program. It was stable, professional, and allowed for easy configuration of advanced features like scanning to a network drive or email. Once past the initial setup ordeal, the printer impressed with its fast print speeds, excellent document quality, and flawless double-sided printing. The final advice is to rely on the web portal for management and avoid the included setup software, especially for anything beyond a standard installation.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer really likes their color laser printer. It's a multifunction machine, so it handles printing, scanning, faxing, and copying, even doing duplex printing, which is a great feature. They mainly use it for documents like charts, graphs, and spreadsheets and have been happy with the print quality. It seems like a solid office workhorse. Our reviewer appreciates that this printer can connect both wirelessly and directly to a computer and finds it relatively quiet. Apparently there are some decent aftermarket cartridge options available, which is good to know. Plus, the HP Smart software is a useful tool for desktop printing and scanning. However, it's not perfect. This client mentions the cost of genuine HP cartridges being a bit of a drawback and has run into a quirk with duplex scanning. While it can duplex scan to an email address directly from the printer console, you can't scan and duplex to a computer or network folder unless you use the HP Smart app. That could be annoying if the printer isn't in the same room as your computer. The reviewer also notes that the automatic document feeder can be a little unreliable, sometimes pulling in multiple pages at once, requiring some supervision during larger scan jobs. Setting it all up can be tricky. While Windows automatically installs the basic drivers for printing, our reviewer found the HP Smart app necessary for scanning and had some issues with other HP driver downloads. If you're not comfortable with networking, you might need help setting up wireless scanning to a network folder. Despite these downsides, the reviewer is ultimately very satisfied with the printer, especially after getting everything configured to their liking. They just hope the review is helpful for others considering it.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer purchased this all-in-one laser printer as a replacement for both an older monochrome printer and a somewhat unreliable inkjet. The hope was to consolidate and upgrade, particularly for occasional high-quality color prints. Initial impressions of this laser printer were mixed. While generally satisfactory, two issues immediately surfaced. First, the cooling fan remained quite loud for an extended period after each use, which was initially annoying but later discovered to be adjustable. More significantly, the automatic document feeder's ADF scan resolution was capped at a disappointing 300 dpi. This limitation resulted in grainy scans with distorted text, which was particularly frustrating given the apparent hardware capabilities of the ADF to handle much higher resolutions. This critical detail was also poorly disclosed, effectively hidden within the product specifications. Faced with this limitation, our reviewer investigated alternatives, ultimately comparing this laser printer side by side with a competitor's model. The comparison involved various tests, including color copies, high-resolution photo prints, scans of artwork, and document scans. In terms of color copying, both devices performed similarly, producing acceptable copies, though neither excelled at capturing the nuances of light watercolor shades. However, in color printing, this laser printer clearly outperformed the competitor. The competing product produced noticeably grainier output, even at higher DPI settings, rendering solid colors with distracting patterns. For color scanning from the flatbed, both devices yielded comparable results, with similar challenges in reproducing light watercolor tones. However, the crucial difference emerged in document scanning. The competitor provided crisp, clear scans from its ADF at a much higher resolution, while this laser printer's ADF scans remained coarse and unsatisfactory. Ultimately, this client chose to return the competitor due to.
That's all for today. If you like this, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.